Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome to the West Ham World. It's Luke here. It's, what day is it? Day Wednesday? Yeah, 4th. So after yesterday's video about Joel Matip, it appears that Matt Hummels has now become the favourite to probably join West Ham, the 35-year-old German World Cup winning international. You probably would have seen it on, all the other channels covering it. But, I feel I have to update as well. So yeah, for years, he's probably been one of the best centre-backs, in Europe, well up there. Like I say, he's won more or less everything. Good times at Bayern Munich, went back to Dortmund where they thought it wouldn't, that was the decline. Wasn't the case. Got to the Champions League final, played in the Champions League final. From what I've been reading, the only reason he didn't renew and stay at Dortmund, because he's basically like a legend there, is because he fell out with the coach. I believe their coach is former West Ham second coach, or first coach, when Bilic was there. I think they had a bit of a falling out, and it was more of a case of, either he goes or I go sort of thing. And obviously they got rid of Hummels in the end. Apparently Hummels has had a few offers. Nothing's quite, materialised for him. I'd assume that at his age, he'd want to come and play some football. I don't think he'd want to sign and be on West Ham's bench for 2 years or a year, whatever it is. Like I say, he's 35, 36 at Christmas. Like I say, I'm not against it. I know, the age and all that stuff, but you got two or three young centre-backs really. Kilman's fairly young, Tobido's, the young one, Mav's young. So to have someone like Hummels with them, plus you've got young Casey there as well, it's good experience to be around. They'll learn a lot off him. This man's been and done everything. The man's played in the World Cup final. We may play free at the back as well at times. That will protect his pace, but he's never been a pacey defender. He's always just had that. He's had the brain to, step in when he needs to step in. He's very good at last-ditch tackles as well. He's top defender. Like I say, I don't think it'll be terrible. I don't think it'll be a terrible signing. As he can be protected, there'd be pace around him. Like I said, and I just hope if he does come in, he'll develop the games of the young boys that are already there. That's what you hope. A couple of other bits I've read about Carlos Soler. So apparently the reason there was no option or obligation put in is because of his wages. So his wages at PSG, apparently, I believe they're anything around 225 or 250, which, massively blows West Ham's sort of wage scale, I think the top earner, maybe someone like Paquetá or something like that, maybe on 125. I'd say probably the maximum someone's on at West Ham is about 130. So that's the reason there's no obligation in there or option at the moment. The rumour is apparently a senior source at the club has said that it's going to be very hard to turn that into a permanent, because he's got 2 years left on his deal, Carlos Soler, at PSG, and it works out roughly about £6 million a year, which means he would have to potentially turn away about 12 million worth of wages, which is a hell of a lot of money. There could be a situation maybe where West Ham do it, where they offer him a big contract, a bit like what they've done with Wan-Bissaka. What was Wan-Bissaka, about a 7-year contract, something like that? So that, he does make that wages over his career, even though, so that just makes it tough. So that's a little bit of an issue for West Ham, because if he comes in and he's top, but all accounts he's meant to be an absolutely fantastic footballer and, really talented flair player, it could make a real issue for us, because if the team becomes really, built around him and he becomes a key player, we're going to have to get that deal done. And especially, again, other things I've read today is that the other loans, obviously, that we've loaned out, the Cornets, the Ward-Prowses, the Agurds as well, have no options their end as well. The rumour is that apparently we've loaned them out and hope that they, do really, really well for Forest, and the clubs that they've gone to, and that these clubs want to buy him. Again, that could free up the wages for Soler. But yeah, it's a little sticky point that could, you know, we will have to face next summer, probably, which isn't ideal. But yeah, that's one thing to look out for. Obviously, like I say, no guarantee these players go if they don't have a great season with their teams, and if they don't, obviously their prices just diminish even further. Yeah, it's just an interesting little bit of news that. Obviously, we're all scraping around for news because, you know, it's international break and it's not great. But yeah, I do expect a player to come in between now and the end. Could it be two? Who knows? There is some strikers out there that could come in, so let's wait and see. Anyway, guys, keep believing. Thank you for all the nice comments yesterday. Subscribe if you haven't already, really helps out the channel. Like to hit 5k. You know, been a channel for a long time. You know, just waiting to hit that milestone would be great for us. Yeah, have a good day, guys. Enjoy your work or sitting indoors, whatever you're doing. Come on, you Irons.